Hello, this is my corner tea bar, and I am here because I'm being drinking black teas from Stone Leaf Tea House, and I'm being bitching about the fact that I think they all have this weird floral taste. They all have it, kind of like if you had been storage with some that smell like that, like incense or whatever. So right now I was gonna have tea, so I was like, I want to have this Union Gold and from them, and I'm gonna make sure, see if smells or tastes or whatever like that. You know, that's how it looks like. And I have to say, well, the bag is like opening a milk chocolate and smelling in there. So it smells very much like chocolate, cocoa, or whatever you want to call it. So that's there on the nose on dry leaves. I don't smell any of that flowery rose petal weird thing that I can taste on other black teas. So I want to just hit it with hot water like that, and for a nice black tea I will actually keep the rinse, you know what I mean? I'm not going to throw away, like a classic 58 for example. I'm not throwing away that. So this is just a quickie video, right? Get that. Few more seconds. It's a very beautiful amber color. And I'm going to leave that lid closed there so it opens up the leaves. A little bit of that cocoa remains. A little leathery. Sweet. Like honeysuckle. There's a bit of toffee caramel kind of in it. No cocoa. No toffee caramel anything. Maybe. But on the palate it's more like malty. Like molasses. A hint of molasses. Not really intense. But it has definitely like that Yunnan, black tea kind of profile. Although without that very chocolate type thing, you know. Okay, do I taste any of that flowery kind of fragrance that I was tasting on other teas that are supposedly not related at all? I don't. There's none of that in this. So whatever it is, I don't know. I mean, I'm almost like wanting to go there and be like, "What's going on with you guys?" It's been like a year since I bought all this stuff. So. This one's pretty good, actually. It's quite a delicious tea. I have Yunnan Gold from Par Leaves, and it's more intense, sweeter, more cacao, more cocoa is how you call it, more cocoa-like in the beginning, especially. So again, this tea has that profile that they kind of have. There's a certain familiarity that is across all other black teas. Um, Now it's cooling down here. I can smell that cocoa in there. There is no astringency at all. I should have shown you the color of the liquor, but I'm hitting this one a little more. It really envelopes the whole mouth. I can feel the tea all around my teeth, all around my tongue. But I don't receive any of that strange flowery fragrance I was getting from the other black teas earlier. This pisses me off, man. I was getting pissed. So this is just vindicating their teas, because I was like, I'm not buying anything else. Look at that, beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful red tea. Absolutely recommend it. As any other teas, I'm sure it's very affordable. And make sure that I should I should make like a list here. I had a book. I don't even know what one of the teas that I would order from them. From those is the Nepal white tea that is like an organic tips or something. It's kind of like a downgrade from Silver Needle, you know. It's very good. I mean, that stuff is good. The second brew, not as stringent, but a little dry, more leathery, woody. Those are like oaky. Oak, that's what I mean. I'm a carpenter, so I can think about wood in that sense. Very good. Yeah, careful with the second brew. Don't leave it in there too long. The good thing about black teas is that if you brew it too dark, you add some water to it, and it will fix itself. The what is it called? The intensity of the brew is just more concentrated or less concentrated, and you can just dilute it. Just put some water in it, and you'll be fine. As this is more concentrated, I feel more of that cocoa in the nose, but not really any of that weird flavor I was feeling on other teas. So strange, man, to have teas that have kind of like the same profile, flowery thing, and I don't know what happened. I mean, a lot of the teas I like very much, and I like the places. They have such a selection of things, and okay, they may not be like top notch, but they're good enough. And as I've said before, like, are you gonna pay 4 times more for something that is a little bit better? So, that's kind of how I see it. The stuff is pretty affordable and organic. A lot of them, supposedly, right? So, I think it's worth grabbing a bunch of samples from there and having fun. Some you're gonna like, some you're not gonna like. And that's the thing. It's not expensive. And remember, drinking tea is subjective, man. Like, depends who you are, what you like. There's a huge spectrum of stuff. We don't need to like all agree on anything. I may like some stuff you don't like. You may like some stuff I don't like. You know? Geez, just think about the people that drink that really smoky lapsang, man. That stuff is nasty. Hardly anything gross, more gross than that, you know? I have some here, high quality lapsang. I almost puked in my mouth right now. I mean, one of my thingies here is that one. I put lapsang to cure it in there. Still smoky. That stuff is nasty, man. Like I mean, I can only think maybe some liu baos are gonna have to go in there, or some that is already smoky somehow. But yeah, well, talking about lapsang, these guys have a Nepalese lapsang that is killer. It's awesome. It has a mild smoke hint to it. Not it's present, but it's not overwhelming. And as you know, lapsang as a black tea is a red tea, hongcha is awesome. I mean, this is a great tea. This is like a I had tea. You know what I mean? This morning I went through 4 different kinds of tea until I finally like settled down on drinking a high grade Tingwon because the other teas that I drank were like meh. Yeah, it's like I didn't have tea, you know. I was like meh. I didn't feel like it itched the scratch, you know. Scratch the itch. This is one of those teas. You have this tea, you had tea, man. Like and actually like now, when my mouth's cooling out and I have all this like tea breath, the aftertaste is sweet. It's nice. It feels good, you know. So okay, Yunnan Gold from Stone Leaf Tea is all right. I'll show you the leaves now that they're open, and on a cool day, because it's supposed to be a quickie. Ma, I'm burning myself. Oh, and I have to edit some of that stuff. Okay. Well, that's it. Any wisdom? Your emotions are not reality. Your emotions don't matter at all. They don't. And I mean, my emotions, of course. They don't. They don't change reality. They're gonna, you know, make you do one thing or the other with more intensity. But emotions are not reality. They should not be validated that much, and you should not validate the thoughts that trigger those emotions, or the thoughts that are triggered by emotional states. So yeah, mastery of emotions is part of like personal growth, and mastery of emotions doesn't only talk about the suppression of emotions, which is very important. Yeah, it's very important to suppress emotions. It is for the safety of yourself and everyone else. um, but after you've learned how to like get them in control, get a grip, also to know how to feel a certain way at will. It is not easy, but it is possible. You use other cognitive tricks like perspective and whatever. But there you go. That's a little wisdom I can share today. Devalue your emotions. You know, don't take it yourself so seriously. Whatever you're feeling, and separate your thoughts from your emotions. You know. Right. Bye.